Earlier this year, myself and Lawrence from Ebenezer Cottage Garden, we sowed some carrots in buckets. Lawrence used a method of sowing them in sand, and I sowed my carrots in a bucket full of Molehill soil. So I'm going to now harvest those carrots, so let's see how they turn out.
Hello to all of Amir's friends, subscribers and viewers out there. Thanks so much for having me on your video today. And what I'm going to be doing is harvesting some of my carrots. These are just little carrots which are planted up in a container here. I think the variety is Chantinee. So I'm not expecting huge, giant vegetables, but just something that should be quite fun, nice and tasty. So let's have a look and see what's in here. Well, you know what? I think that's all right for a bit of fun in a little pot like that. And I reckon if you went to Paris and you bought these from a nice little stall under a bridge somewhere on a market, you'd probably pay a fortune for them. Thanks for having me, Amir. I've really enjoyed being on. And if any of you out there would like to subscribe to me and see what I'm up to, you can find me under Ebenezer Cottage Garden on YouTube, Instagram, and also on TikTok.
And now it's time for me to see how I fared with a variety. I did a different variety of carrots. So the carrots that I chose were rainbow carrots, and they usually get a little bit bigger than the Chantinee carrots, and they're usually multicolored. So it would be interesting to see how these have gone. And what I did was I sowed these in this bucket, but I didn't use sand. So I actually just sowed them in a bucket that was full of soil that I collected from my plot from molehills. So this whole bucket is full of molehill soil, and yeah, it would be interesting. It was really fine soil, so it'd be really interesting to see how these carrots have done. So let's take a look. Lawrence had a fantastic result which I'll share with you, and yeah, so let's see how I got on with these carrots. Here we go. So lots of foliage. I did get in here and I tried to thin some out, so I did pick a few which we've harvested, and they were really tiny. I should have thinned them out before because I would have given them all a lot more room to grow, so I'm not expecting massive carrots, but let's have a look. Okay, they're quite compact in here. I'm going to have to get something to help me out here. Just a moment. Okay, so here's our first carrot. I know what sometimes helps is if you press them down a little bit and then lift them, they do sometimes come away a little bit easier. Okay. these are not bad at all. If I thinned them out, we would have probably had a lot more room and more better sized carrots. But I'm impressed with that. These will be great. So let me give them a little bit of a clean, and then I'll give you a better look. So after giving these a good clean, not bad harvest at all. I'm I'm happy with that. Not very many purple ones, just a few. There's a few more, but none of them got very big. And a lot of the orange and these whites too, which put on a decent size. So I'm really happy with that because I'm sure they're going to taste amazing. So if you come across any molehills on your plots, then do collect that soil, because next year I'm going to try parsnips. If I get some more delivery of molehill soil, I'm going to try my parsnips in it next year. But this was an amazing result. Brilliant. So that was great fun. Thanks for sharing your experience, Lawrence, and I agree with you. I'll definitely continue to do that method in terms of using the horticultural sand in buckets, because they're just easy. You literally just sow them and then just leave them and just continue to make sure that you water. But other than that, really, it's quite straightforward, and you tend to get some really good results like Lawrence has had as well. So I've really enjoyed that. This is not bad at all. Also, I think if you ever do come across some molehills, definitely collect the soil and think about doing something like this, carrots, maybe even parsnips, because I think that's it's worked really well for me. We don't get that many this time of the year, but come winter we get a lot of molehill soils. I'm quite lucky, they don't tend to come onto my allotment or in the beds so far, but they do tend to. We get a lot of molehills in the paths, so I do like to collect that, and if I come across them in the autumn and winter months, I'll definitely continue to collect the soil, because this has been fantastic. Yeah, so if you do ever come across them, collect the soil. The carrots seem to do really well in it, so that's absolutely fantastic. So thank you for joining me today. I do hope that you've enjoyed this one. If you have, then please don't hesitate to like, comment and subscribe to the channel. If you haven't already done so, please do check out Lawrence's channel. It's Ebenezer Cottage Garden. He's got a lovely garden, and he's grown some fantastic veg, and also will be cooking as well. So I'm looking for some of those videos as well, because I love that. I love growing but also eating fresh, and Lawrence is going to do a bit of that as well. So I'm really looking forward to that. But do check out Lawrence's channel if you haven't already done so. But I'm really pleased with that, so thank you to the Mole for sponsoring me, and I'll see you in the next one.